back to the Southern Snack, where life is too short to be serious. I know I'm turned at an angle. This is not the best lighting, whatever. You know, I'm just trying to get a video done without having to take time to think about where else I could park and do and everything. So, I guess we'll have to manufacture an artificial thumbnail anyways, so. Because they didn't have the daggone Peppermint donut. That was the one thing they didn't have, which I gotta come back for the Coca-Cola holiday drinks, which 2 of them are returning. It's a tropical Coca-Cola, which I guess would be like cherry pineapple. It doesn't taste much like just pineapple. Pineapple Sprite's back, and then you've got like a cherry rum Coke, which is new, I think. Unless they've had it before, which there's a good chance they have. But hey, I don't know. I'm just here doing a food review, and we got some caramel sugar cookie items. We got another sugar cookie latte, and I decided to get one peppermint thing, peppermint cookies and cream hot cocoa. It really got me in the mood to just try all the hot cocos, but I'm not. You can let somebody else out there do it. If anybody does it. I mean, not a lot of people are going to be doing Wawa reviews. Only, it's more than 6 states. It's probably 8 states now have a Wawa, and I'm sure there's plenty of foodies out there, but who thinks about viewing Wawa every day of their life? I do. Nobody else does. So, you know why I'm the best? Because I think about food reviews every single day. I think about what I can do for you guys. So, yeah, this is not going to be the thumbnail. Well, I can smile and show it. Okay? So, we'll start with food. We'll make ourselves a little bit thirsty. And then, of course, we'll probably, you know, we're hopefully going to end off with food, right? We got to get that donut. But there's the red velvet Bundt cake. Nice crumbs on the inside. I don't even want to bite to the inside, so we're going to try and be careful here. We don't need to bite onto the inside. That's really solid. I don't know why there's a piece of peanut in here or whatever it is, but it's got that distinct velvet flavor. Soft, not super moist. It's got a good texture, not dry, but it's good. It's good. I give it an 8. All right, moving on in our video. Where do we go next? I guess we'll do coffee next. I don't know. We'll do frosted sugar cookie first, which I don't know why Dad's calling me. I have no clue. But we'll do sugar cookie and then do caramel sugar cookie. Sweet, creamy. Then we get like a hint of frosting. Doesn't exactly remind me of sugar cookie. It's not bad. Then we have it on like vanilla. I give it like a 7. It's good. I'm hoping that the caramel one's better though. So caramel sugar cookie is their new addition to the menu. And let's see how good caramel sugar cookie is. I wonder if it's going for like a cookie bar vibe. I don't know. Definitely more rich. Definitely like a mix of vanilla and caramel. Very sweet. I like it a touch more. Of course, it's not mind-blowing, but 7.5. All right, on to the smoothie. They don't have a milkshake, but they have a smoothie. So let's see if this comes out a little bit better. Do that. Yeah, instantly. Tastes like a lot more like a sugar cookie. I'd be tempted to give this a 10. if it was just the sugar cookie. But this one's supposed to have caramel. I don't think they really put much caramel in there. It's drizzled on top, but not really mixed in. Might be subtle notes of it. I'm gonna give that a 8.5. I definitely think it's better than the coffees. All right, last thing that we're gonna try is the peppermint cookies and cream cocoa. Very intriguing thing to be trying. So let's go ahead and take a sip. Oh my goodness. So it's got whipped cream on it, and you got cookies, Oreo pieces on the whipped cream. That's busy, but it's interesting. You can taste the peppermint. You can taste the Oreo. It's not bad. I wish it was a little bit more expressive, more than like notes of it. But it really does, it does a pretty fine job of containing the flavors. So I'm gonna give it an 8. I think it's solid. All right, guys, that's my Wawa review for now. Hopefully we get that donut, and we'll give a little bit of room in this video to introduce it. As promised, with a surprise. I don't even, you know, Marky Devo, little bit of ego, very cool guy, gets leaks and, you know, does his job. He made a big post with all the Wawa stuff coming, and maybe I didn't catch it, but I'm pretty sure on that big old compilation, it was like 30 items. I'm pretty sure this peppermint cookie was not on there. So another place doing a peppermint chocolate cookie would be Wawa. So I don't see how this would be peppermint, but it is advertised as a peppermint chocolate cookie. And then we got the donut, of course, that Marky did, you know. So it's got cream filling, peppermint topping, and yeah. Okay, not my thumbnail because, well, the first video explains that, but what else needs to be said, right? All right, so let's break this open. Looks like regular cream filling. And let's take a bite or two. Just standard cream. Almost like, you know how you get a cake from Walmart or Food Lion, not the buttercream ones, but the other type of icing. That's what that cream tastes like. Not a big fan, not super pepperminty, and I think this is soft peppermint. Soft peppermint, not a lot of peppermint flavor. That one's kind of cheap. Don't know what's up. I've had donuts from Wawa in the past. They were pretty solid. Yeah, it's just not that great. Very average at best. You're not missing out on anything if you don't get this donut. I'm gonna give it a 4. Just because it really just doesn't have any peppermint, and it tastes like a cheap donut. But it's not terrible, right? It's not the worst thing you want to eat. It's just not great. All right, now this looks promising. Peppermint chocolate chip. Now, Jimmy John's already slays at peppermint chocolate chip, okay? So if this doesn't slay, you know where to go. This one looks like a chocolate crinkle, crunchy. Let's see. And keep in mind, Jimmy John's is soft, smooth, so. Got some crinkle. The peppermint flavor in this is a little bit different. I don't know, almost kind of artificial. I don't love this either. It's not You know, it's a little bit more pepperminty than a donut. But this is nowhere as good as Jimmy John's. Chocolate's just not as rich. And maybe not be a big fan of the crunch. And it tastes a little bit off. Five out of 10. So what seemed like was a pretty promising review from Wawa kind of fizzled out, kind of died. So anyways, that is what you got going on at Wawa for the holiday season. And other than that, I'll see y'all around. Yeah!